Welcome back, Rainy Science students. We are taking our video and book notes on Chapter 13, Section 2. You should have your book open to pages 518 and to 525. You should have already read Chapter 13, Section 2, and you are adding to those notes all of the fantastic facts you're going to learn about from Mr. Knox, Ms. Kim, and myself, Ms. Alleman. Our essential question for these notes: what are the functions of the skeleton? And you'll see I've got Mr. Bones right back here. He's going to help us up. He's also called Billy Bob. All right, functions. Remember, the word function means job. So we're talking about what the jobs of the skeleton system are. First thing, they give us shape. Bones are hard. They give us our shape. And they help to support us. So they allow us to do different things. They also allow us to move. As you can see in this picture, our muscles are attached to our bones. Without our bones, we couldn't move. And they protect us. So our skull keeps your brain from getting squashed. Your ribs protect your heart and your lungs. These bones keep all of our organs nice and safe. Our bones also help to produce things. Your bones actually make blood cells. And they store substances. They store things like minerals, which is one of the reasons that it's important to eat healthy, because it keeps your bones strong. All right, Ms. Kim's going to talk about joints.
Okay, joints are locations on your body where two or more bones come together, where they meet. Without joints, we would not be able to move. There are two different types of joints: immovable joints. Immovable means you cannot move it. And you have those joints on your skull, and they're called fixed joints. Your skull doesn't move around, does it? No, they're immovable. You also have many different types of movable joints at different locations. For example, on your neck, you have a pivot joint that allows you to turn your head. On your hands and fingers, your elbows, you have something called a hinge joint. It moves back and forth, just like the hinges on a door allow the door to move back and forth. Also, you have a ball and socket joint on your shoulders and hips, where one bone is around the other, and you can move in a circular direction. That's why you can pitch your softball or swing and kick the soccer ball. You have sliding joints on your wrists and ankles, where the bones kind of slide or glide past each other. So there is a picture of the hinge joint. I believe that's the elbow. You also have it on your knees. There is the ball and socket joint on your hips and shoulders, circular motion. Here is the pivot joint on your neck, allows your head to go back and forth. And the sliding or gliding joint on your wrist and ankles.
All right, bones are strong and living. I know it's coming up, Halloween's coming up, and a lot of people dress up as skeleton for Halloween and think skeletons are dead, but no. Skeletons are actually living. Yes, I'm alive. Okay, the skeleton is actually living. If you break a bone, it does heal itself. If skeletons were not living and you broke a bone, there'd be no way for your bones to heal. So a lot of seventh graders think your skeleton is dead. No, you could not be further from the truth. They are living. Now, the structure of the bone, the bone is basically made of two different parts. You have the hard outer bone right here. This is the compact bone. This is where most of the strength lies in the bone. And then on the inside of the bone, there is what's called spongy bone on the inside. And the spongy bone is, if you can imagine, like a sponge, but a super hard sponge, not a flexible thing. It has a lot of hollow spaces to allow the blood vessels to travel through. And bones do grow. Okay, you're not the same size you were last year. Your guys are continue growing. And so bones do grow through what's called growth plates, and the growth plates are usually toward the ends of the bones. So the structure of the bones are made up of compact bone as well as spongy bone. Bones are very, very strong. Bones do grow. Bones are alive. And in order for uh, uh, you guys to grow and develop, you guys need to eat healthy and to exercise. So, bones definitely living. Speaking of exercise, exercise is very key as well as eating healthy, eating a lot of calcium for osteoporosis or for not getting osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is when people start to lose their bone density and the bones become more brittle. It usually affects women for some reason. I believe, not 100% sure, but I believe it has something to do with childbirth. Maybe, maybe not. That's what I've heard. I don't know. But it does, osteoporosis does affect women more than it does affect men. Well, thank you, and happy Halloween, which will be pretty soon here.